Things just cooling off and in a nice way. It's awesome.
Yeah, I'm cooling off a little bit. So
yeah, you're chilled out.
Yeah, I'm mellowing a little bit. But it's going to be a nice day later on. Some sprinkles this morning. There's some rain moving in fact, to the area right now. Take a look at live Doppler 10 radar. It's pretty peaceful. Most of the northwest is all dry now. But here, we've still got a few little showers coming in. So we'll bring in the radar, show you where they are. They're coming out of Pickaway County and lifting to the north. So just getting into the southern part of Franklin County. And there's little pockets where you see the yellow and the orange here where the rain is just a little bit heavier, but it's not anything in the way of thunderstorms. No lightning strikes in any of this. So here's one cell just south of Harrisburg, another one north of Commercial Point, just to the west of Lockbourne and heading up toward Obetz this morning. So this stuff is going to move up, get to the outer belt, kind of graze the city for a while and re-moisten the roads to kind of slow things down a little bit. So keep that in mind as you head out early. This stuff won't last too much longer. From Newark and Licking County over to Hanover and then going into the western part of Muskingum County, you've got some light showers. Same story as you get down from western Vinton well to the west of MacArthur and then into parts of Pike County from Waverly down to Piketon and a little further to the east there getting into western Jackson County. So all of that is all very light. And again, here's the backside of it right here. It's moving off to the east. Everything to the north and west is quiet now and cooler, drier air is going to filter in for the next several days. You may not feel the huge change yet this morning. You should later on today, and you really will by tomorrow morning. In the meantime, any showers ending early, clearing skies ahead for the next couple of days, and much cooler and far less humid. It's going to go back to comfortable, which is kind of rare for the month of July. 70 degrees out this morning, so it hasn't hit just yet. Southwest winds at 3 and the humidity is still up there at 83%. After the cold front passes and the winds start to shift to the northwest, then we'll see that cooler air move in. 70 here, mid-60s all around us. Isn't it always odd how out of step Port Columbus is with everyone else's temperatures? Unless you live there, you know, I'd shade toward the side of the 60s. Temperatures mid-60s most of central Ohio as well. Now 64 at Delaware, 65 at Marysville, and 69 at London. And on the state map, lots of 60s off to the north, and then mostly 60s. The only two exceptions are Columbus and Portsmouth, both right at 70 degrees. Planning ahead, you're in the mid-60s at 9 by noon, only into the low 70s, not the 80s, not the 90s, and a high around 75 this afternoon. Pretty good with sun and a westerly breeze. So a regional picture kind of gives you a feeling for there's low pressure right up here because everything's circulating around it right up here. And the cold front is moving off the east. Behind it, cooler, drier air, and that'll settle in for several days. So as we check out the model so you can plan ahead from 8 until noon, we've actually seen the clouds break up a little bit as we head toward the afternoon. A few little pop-up clouds here and there, but it's going to stay relatively dry. And then we start to see a little bit of cloudiness come back in tomorrow morning after a clear night. And it depends how long it stays clear, how cool the temperature gets. Some of the models are going low 50s. I'm going more like mid 50s tomorrow morning. But as the day goes along, here's 3, 4, 5. There's a little bit of moisture in the air. So by evening or perhaps into the early overnight, we might get a little bit of a sprinkle. Doppler 10 7-day outlook, low 70s for tomorrow. Low 70s. Morning lows in the mid 50s. It's a nice change of pace. That's not a record-breaking cool high temperature, but it's a pretty decent one. Mid 70s for Thursday, a mid 70s again for Friday, and still in the 50s there. By Saturday, we're back to a chance for a scattered shower or storm, a low near 60 and a high near 80. And then Sunday and Monday, a little more July-like, low 80s with morning lows in the 60s, but back to dry again. So overall, that's a pretty good 7-day outlook for July.